Hello everyone, this is Yogesh and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to talk about overloading, constructor overloading, method overloading. So we are going to talk about these things, yeah. So before starting, if you're new to our channel, then please subscribe this channel as well as press the bell icon so that you will be notified first when we upload our new videos, right? So let's start. But before that, on the last days we discussed about constructors, types of constructors, what a class, object, principle of OOPs. So if you don't know this topic, so please check out our previous videos where you will get a lot of this stuff related to OOPs and basics of Java, right? So let's proceed. So before starting with overloading, so let me explain what is polymorphism. Like, it is a part of polymorphism, right? So I think I have already explained you what is polymorphism in my principle of OOPs wala video. So basically using a function for more than one purpose, that is similar function will be used, right? And we are going to implement more than one feature. So that is about the polymorphism. So if I tell you about the types of polymorphism, so there are the two types. So the first is runtime polymorphism. So I'm writing that runtime polymorphism, and second is compile time polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism, right? So there are two types of polymorphism. So runtime polymorphism is also, you can say, it is of overriding, that is runtime polymorphism. And if I tell you about compile time polymorphism, so that is overloading. So today we are going to talk about overloading and method overloading as well as constructor overloading, right? So let's start. So let's discuss first what is overloading. So we can say that we will have a lot of functions, right? 2, 3 lot of functions. So functions will have same name, that is the name of the function will be same, and the difference will be the number of parameters. So it can happen that some one of the function is having one parameter, other is having two parameter, other is having three parameter, some function is having no parameters. So function name will be same, and they will differentiate in parameters. And one more thing, like in C++ we have seen that return types also matter in terms of overloading, but here return type doesn't matter, only the number of parameters, difference in parameters, and the name of the function should be same. So let me write those two features. The same function name, this is the first part of the overloading, and the second is the number of parameters. Okay, these are the two things which are the main part of the overloading. So we will start first with the method overloading, then we will see the constructor overloading, right? So this code, I think I already have explained this, that is what is constructors, what is getter and setter function in the previous video. So for that only it was written earlier. So let me update in this code only, right? So it was given. So let's make one fresh package. So I have prepared a fresh package, that is code, and inside this I will write some couple of functions, right? So let me write let's take public void sum, okay, and inside this, so let's make the functions of sum. So I am writing sum is, and I will write the sum is, for example, 50. Okay, I am printing 50. Let's make one more function. So public void sum, here I will pass a variable a, okay, and inside this I will print sum is, and here I will write a plus a. Okay, let's make one more function. Also this time also I will try to keep same name, right? So you can see that I have prepared total 3 functions. So this time I am taking 2 parameters, right? So total I have made 3 functions, and in each and every functions the name of the functions are same, right? Only the parameters are different. So let me write this as well. So here we are getting a plus b, correct? So we can see that name is same for all the 3 functions. This function is having 0 parameters, and this function is having 1 parameter, this function is having 2 parameters, right? So like there are 3 types of function I have written, correct? So let's take one more function in which we will have a not a void type. Let's change the return type, it will be a double type, okay? And let's write the name of the function, that is sum. Let's take 2 parameters. So I have taken 2 parameters, a and b. So you see that a red line is coming and it's saying that a same function is already defined, that is we already have a function with the name of the function as sum and parameters as a and b, that is we have 2 parameters. Again we are defining one more function with 2 parameters, but this time I guess we are not able to make this in instead, like we can see that this function is having a void type and this function is having a double type, then also we are not able to make one more function. But if I write one more type, that is C, then I guess there is no error, and this time like you can simply return A plus B plus C, like this you can return. So I guess you don't have any errors. So let's see how we are going to call this through our class, right? So like in this class, let me make the, like you can see that this code is coming from com.code, that is the package name. Package name is com.code. So I am taking from here equals to new code, right? So I guess you know about default constructor, parameterized and parameterless constructor. I explained on the last day. So like this, here we will use code.sum. So you can see that we are getting 4 options: sum, right? And inside this you can see we have different parameters. First sum having 3 parameters, second is having 2 parameters, third is having 1 parameter. So let's call each and every one. So let's try to call each and every one dot sum, and let's pass 5. Okay, let's take one more. This time take 2 parameter. This time we will pass 6,7. Okay, and so this time third, in the last part we are not printing anything, right? So for that, code dot sum, and inside this we will pass 2.2, 2.2, 2.3. like this I have passed. So we can see that this was the return type, right? We have that issue. Let's see what is the issue we are getting. Let's hover this. So required is int. So yeah, got the issue. This is this we have to pass as double, right? Because there we were having return type is double. So let's take double. You can take int as well, no issue. Okay, you can take int, no issues, right? So let's try to run this code. Let's try to run this code and let's see the outputs, right? Let's see the outputs. So in the first case we are getting 50, right? So when I'm calling this function will automatically take this function. Why? Because we are not passing any parameter, so it will automatically consider this function, and we are passing 50, so 50 is printed. In the second case we are passing only one parameter, that is 5 argument. You can say we are passing one argument, that is 5. So in this class we can see that which function is having only one argument. We can see that this function is having one argument, one parameter. So yeah, this a plus a, that is 5 plus 5, 10 is printed. Similarly for the rest 2 guys. So here we have passed 2 parameters. It will go to that function which is having 2 parameters, and third guy is having 3 parameters, and as the return type was double, that's why I have taken double, otherwise it's your wish. So we are getting 6.7. Okay, so this was the thing related to overloading, where you will be having same function name, okay, and return type will be different. It will not depend on the return type. Parameter will be different and it will not depend upon the return type, right? So this was related to method overloading. Now let's discuss related to, let me comment out this, and let's discuss related to the constructor. Like you can have constructors overloading, you can have a constructor overloading. So let's see. So like we have already written this, that is a parameterized constructor. Let me write one parameterless constructor. Simply what you will do, what was that, phone, right? Phone, and inside this I will not pass any data, right? And I will simply update this dot camera is equals to, we can set default value as 50 megapixel, and this dot storage is equals to, let's take 512 GB, and this dot RAM as let's take 8 GB of RAM, right? So we can see that we can have a multiple constructors, that is overloading, constructor overloading, in which the name of the constructors are same and the parameter will be different. So we have taken 2 constructors, one is parameterized and one is parameterless. Let's try to take both of them. So I guess on the last day we took this thing, right? So let me uncomment this. So this was the first constructor. Let me remove this thing, okay? Let me remove this thing. So when I run this, so you will get to this constructor, so which is having 30 to 56 and 12, which we passed here, right? If I make one more, phone p is equals to new phone, like this, okay? And if I do p dot get data like this, and let's try to print. So this time this guy will go towards this first part, this one, that is the default constructor, no, not default, parameter less constructor, which we have written 50, 512 and 8, and we can see that we are getting 50, 512 and 8. So basically we can have a multiple constructor, that is okay, it is possible, constructor overloading is possible. So you can write default to nahi likhte, but parameter less and parameterize, you can write the multiple constructors, right, according to your use case. Like in this we were having 2 use cases, so we prepared like this. So yeah, this was the thing related to the constructor overloading as well as the method overloading. I guess both things are clear with you all guys, right? So if you have understood the things till now, please hit the like button, as well as please subscribe the channel if you are new to the channel, right? So that's it, let's meet in another video. Tab tak ke liye bye bye.